Hi friends, this video we're going to take a look at finding the x-intercepts by completing the square. So in the last video we talked about completing the square, changing from standard form into vertex form, and then go about finding those x-intercepts. This would be used when maybe a standard form isn't factorable and we can't use the zero product property, or it could just be used in general if you are looking to find x-intercepts and you prefer this method. So let's go ahead and start with number one. Y equals x squared plus 10x plus 9. So what we're going to do with this, we're going to complete the square. I'm going to do it kind of quickly, so if you want to review that, I would go back to the completing the square video. So let's start with, we're going to x plus, I'm going to divide the middle term 10x in 2, so that's going to be a 5 squared, and I'm going to kick my plus 9 to the back. And then I have to remember I need to subtract that 5 squared, those extra 25 that I had added, so that it doesn't change the expression or equation. Now I'm going to go ahead and I have x plus 5 squared, and then 9 minus 25 is going to be a negative 16 equals y. We're going to set that equal to 0 to find the next intercept, because we know y equals 0 at the x-intercept. So I have x plus 5 squared minus 16. I'm going to add 16 on both sides. 16 equals x plus 5 squared. Square root both sides to get rid of the square. Now that's going to leave me, I'm up here. I'm going to have my positive and negative square root I have to remember. So I'm going to take the positive square root of 16, which is 4, and set that equal to x plus 5. And then my negative square root of 16, which is negative 4, equals x plus 5. And when I go ahead and solve both of these, I have an x value of negative 1, so that's one x-intercept. And for this one, x equals negative 9, and that would be my other x-intercept. So in that problem, I had two x-intercepts at negative 1 and negative 9. Let's look at our second equation. So y equals x squared plus 2x minus 4. I'm going to start by completing the square. So I'm going to have x. I'm going to divide the middle term in half. So I'm going to have plus 1. And then kick my negative 4 or minus 4 to the back. And then I have to remember to subtract whatever this squared is. 1 squared is 1. So that's going to leave me with x plus 1 squared minus 5 equals y. Set equal to 0 and solve. Add 5. I'm going to go up here. So I have 5 equals x plus 1 squared, square root. Now, not a nice perfect square, so I'm going to keep it. The positive square root of 5 equals x plus 1. Then I'm going to have the negative square root of 5 equals x plus 1. Solving both of these, square root of 5, take away 1, take away, minus 1 equals x. Negative square root of 5 minus 1 equals x. Jump to my calculator. Square root of 5, take away 1, it's going to be about 1.24. And then here, the opposite of the square root of 5, or the negative root of 5, minus 1 equals negative 3.24. And these would be my x-intercepts for that problem. Because they're decimals, we know that this original wasn't factorable. So going this route by completing the square would be our best option for finding the x-intercepts. And that is finding the x-intercepts by completing the square.